Hey guys, I'm joined here by Tom Osavsky from Cobra Golf. We have got a really nice looking iron here. This one's coming down under in 2020. It's the new Speedzone. Tom, tell us all about it.
Yeah, great. The Speedzone for us is a technology. We talk about different zones of the club, and the first one that's really exciting is the light zone, if you will. The light zone is basically a carbon fiber top line. You can see that here, and we'll do a close-up maybe. And that's a carbon fiber piece. Now, what you're trying to do with an iron is you're trying to design it essentially like a tennis racket with a pretty stiff frame and a flexible center. Now, that metal still has to be steel so it holds up, but you're trying to design spring into the face. So we want to have a stiff face. Unfortunately, usually that means a lot of metal. And we found that carbon fiber is a very stiff material, almost as stiff as steel in some cases in an iron. So what you do is you put the stiffness back, but you're saving weight. So we save 3 grams from the top and put it on the bottom. Essentially, your CG gets super low, so the ball gets up very quickly. So what we did with that, we also changed our face design. We have something called a power shell. And the power shell is an L-shaped face. It's the face and the sole. That's a forged piece. And what we did was we thinned that out some more. We thinned out the top, we thinned out the bottom, and we got more flexibility built in the face, so again, more speed. And that's another zone. When we talk about all these zones together, if we get a little bit from each zone, eventually we're going to get great performance.
So much technology packed in game improvement irons. What are the biggest challenges you face now in 2020? I mean, you've got to get so much stuff in this, right?
Well, the challenge always is awareness and getting people to try it. We believe that if you try our Cobra irons, you're going to be really happy. So that's our success, and that's what we try and do. The playability is awesome. The feel is great. Everybody wants great feel in their irons, no matter what kind of player they are. It's really interesting. They all want it to feel like a forging, but they want it to be explosive. So these irons are packed with distance, great forgiveness from our speedback shaping. So all in all, it's going to be the hot iron this year.
And Tom, I hear the one length's back bigger and better than ever. Tell us about the one length version.
Yeah, the one length version, we designed these with some feedback from players in the market, fitters, from Bryson, and continually make those better every year. The one length content is great for increasing consistency, and what golfer doesn't want more consistency?
Has it taken off as well as you thought it would have? It seems to be very popular down under.
Yeah, it has very well. And when we started, we said, maybe it's 10%, but it's usually about 40% of our business between these two irons. So the great thing is when people hit it and play it, they get more consistency, their swing gets more consistent. We continually do things like on the long irons, we make the blades a little wider than the variable length, so the CG's a little further back. It helps some of those things you lose when you cut the lengths down. And we tweak the line angles a little bit based on feedback from fitters and say, hey, if we tweak these line angles, they'll go a little straighter. So a lot of the benefits we built into the club every year, more speed, lower CG, help one length quite as well too.
What's your advice for someone who might be looking at jumping from the standard to the one length?
Well, the best thing about it is we actually offer great fitting tools to help people understand that. The 7 irons are the same in the set, so what you do is you go hit the 7 iron first, and you kind of dial in things like your shaft and your length and other things like that and your line angle. And then we also provide the fitters with a 5 iron and a 9 iron in the one length head. So you can quickly then take that 7 iron shaft and put it in the 5 and the 9, and it's a simple test. You hit a few balls and see, okay, typically we would expect maybe about a 20-yard gap between a 7 and a 5 or a 7 and a 9. And if you're pretty close to that, we would say you're a really good candidate for one length. We know that usually what happens is you hit it more consistently, so that's the big benefit that people see, even right away in that fitting atmosphere.
Well, they look great. I'm sure they're going to perform even better. You heard it here first, guys. Check out the new Speedzone irons from Cobra.